Okay, America's Got Talent, I think may have, because, I'll start over and do the low high act of kindness. My low is that it was hot. It was hot. Like, I went to visit my nephews at my brother's place, and, like, they were playing in the pool. The water actually felt warm. But luckily, there were plenty of highs as well. Obviously, seeing my nephews is a big win for me, because, come on, it's my twin nephews. I love them. I mean, yeah, I mentioned, whenever I bring my nephews, obviously I have three nephews, but two of them are twins, and one of them is, obviously, I mean, he's going to be turning one during the month of August. So, obviously, too small to, really do much. But, my twin nephews, they're going to have fun. They're walking, talking, having fun. It's awesome. So I got to play with them. I got to my folks' place last night. And after performing my act of kindness, which was taking out the garbage and then later emptying the dehumidifier, I jumped in their pool. Yeah. Being in that pool brings back a lot of memories for me. I mean, it's the pool that I grew up with, man. I mean, yeah, before anyone judges, yes, it's an above ground pool, but who cares? A pool is a flippin' pool, man. You give me like a giant container filled with water that you're allowed to swim in, man. I'm game. Okay? That's how it is. Besides, there's plenty of advantages of having an above ground pool over an in ground pool anyway. For one, you get to walk up on a deck to jump in. That's really cool. You can get to customize everything you see around it. For example, we actually have a basketball net that we put next to our pool so we can play basketball and stuff. And it's pretty sweet. Okay, and obviously my high is that I saw my nephews, it's in the pool, and act of kindness was taking out the garbage because today is garbage day, and I emptied the dehumidifier for my dad. For those of you who don't know, my parents have a dehumidifier in their basement, and during the summer where it gets especially humid, it takes up a lot of water. So all I gotta do is remove it. And for all intents and purposes, I would say the water is clean, but obviously I wouldn't drink it. Put the container, go to a sink, dump the water down the drain, and, repeat the process. That's all it is. It's easy to do, but, honestly, the only real problem is you gotta walk up and down, is walking up the stairs without accidentally spilling any water. I mean, when you're removing the container, the initial, movement will maybe, make a splash or two, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so, I just realized that today is hump day, so happy hump day, everyone. And before I continue on with America's Got Talent, I have to mention, last night we had tacos. Yes, we had a True Blue Taco Tuesday. And my mom was upset too because she forgot to get the cheese for our tacos, but honestly, we didn't really miss it. Don't get me wrong, cheese is awesome, but you don't need all the time. We pretty much had every other accoutrement we usually have, salsa, sour cream, onions, tomatoes, lettuce. We had all the fixings for tacos. There's no problems there. Honestly, because here's the thing, my mom did have Velveeta, but she didn't really want to melt any of it to make a cheese sauce or something. And it was funny. Later, as my mom and I are watching America's Got Talent, we're talking about, at the lake we gotta have tacos at one point. Which, that'd be awesome. It's been a good while since I made guacamole. I make a mean guacamole. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we gotta do. Who knows? Summer's still going strong, so don't gotta worry about that. Okay, so where was I? Right, America's Got Talent. So the acts on America's Got Talent were just as awesome as ever. You have an a cappella group, which as someone who has been in an a cappella group myself, I was in the acapellas at the Horseheads, and I do a lot of a cappella music. So obviously this group, that was awesome. There was a guy who used whips. He was really cool. Like he had he was like breaking like targets and sticks with his whip, and he had Simon get on stage, have like the stick between like his legs. I tell you what, that was hilarious. That really was. There was one guy who had a singing voice where after he was done, Sofia Vergara was like, "If Sam Smith and John Mayer had a baby." And then the guy who sang was like, "Those are my parents." I'm like, wow, that's actually probably the perfect response for that. Although that does remind me, who would my metaphorical singing parents be? Because I have the range that equals to that of Leo Sayer or the Bee Gees. But I definitely can hit some baritone notes as well. I don't know. I'd have to see about that. And actually, for all intents and purposes, here's the thing. As a tenor, I'm not really apt to say that I can sing alto and soprano, but I have been able to hit those notes before. I think before I hit puberty, I'm trying to remember the scales. I think I could go up about 3.5 octaves from the key of C before I reach like the range as to how high I can sing. I'm sure some music people out there are gonna get that. Anyway, semantics. There's a lot of dance groups. There was a lot of really good dancing, man. Holy cow. Like, this is the kind of stuff where, like, man, now I'm actually kind of envious about the fact that I can't dance. Because, oh, here's the thing, I can dance, just not very well. Actually, one dance group in particular that was really funny. They all dressed like Howie. So basically, you have like a bunch of really good dancers that are on stage, and they all have Howie's glasses on. They have like bald heads. I think they're probably wearing like prosthetic wigs or something. Like, you know, there's a bunch of these dancers were obviously girls. So I'm sure they probably like did that thing like they stuffed their hair like really, really tight, and then they like put the wig on, makeup and everything to show the illusion of baldness or something. I'm pretty sure that's what they did. Yeah, excuse me. It was pretty it was a late night last night. Let's see. There was one dance group that were formed by essentially a group of people who have been abused at some point in their lives, and so they feel that the healing power of dance is their way to cope, and it's a very beautiful message. I really enjoy that. But the highlight of the night, definitely for me, was the group Golden Buzzer, which they haven't officially made that a thing. They should make that a thing every year. At least I think they should. Where it's there are these 3 women from Mississippi who are of African descent. And, you know, they love country, they sing together. 2 of them are sisters, and one of them is their first cousin. And obviously, they made up their own original song, and it's a good original song because it actually has a story to it. Okay, if you don't know, there's this famous country singer named Dolly Parton, And without question, it's argued. Well, actually, it's argued that her best song ever is Jolene. And so this group decided to do a spin on that, where it's Jolene, but they're saying, because if you don't know the song Jolene, it's basically Dolly Parton and this made-up woman named Jolene is fighting over like a guy who's like really handsome and stuff. But the song that this group did sounded like, you know what, Jolene, you can have him. That's actually very, very clever. I see. Music with a story is one of those things where you don't see that often. Well, actually, music with a story that is like a sequel to a story or something you don't see very often. I mean, for all intents and purposes, all music has a story, unless it's Black Horse and the Cherry Tree. Seriously, that song makes no sense whatsoever. Easily one of the worst songs ever. Actually, for me, like, it was Black Horse and the Cherry Tree is the worst song ever. Then it was the Soulja Boy song, Because I Can't Dance. But, actually, I dare not say what number one is, because at this point, everyone's heard this song. But let's just say, Oh No. I'll give you guys a moment to think about what that song is, because that was your hint right there. So anyway, this group sings, they were incredible. And Simon asks, have you ever really tried getting a deal? And they tried being in, making it big in Nashville for a long time. But I mentioned that these women are of African descent, and let's be honest, this is Nashville, Tennessee. You are very much in the South where, while things are better, they could still be a lot better for people who are, again, basically, if you're not white, it's going to be hard for you. And that's pretty much what it is. It's sad, it's awful, and believe me, I really wish we were living in those times still, but sadly we are. Nothing really we can do about that, except, don't follow in, those bad people's examples. Just be accepting of everyone. Oh, trust me, I'm very accepting of everyone. This is a safe space, don't worry. Anyway, so they're all saying, if I didn't use up my golden buzzer, I would have given you a golden buzzer. And so they get Terry Crews, and they're like talking over her. And so they give him a group golden buzzer. Now, giving a group golden buzzer has been done before. In fact, it happened last year. But I really think they should make this into a thing. Like, a group collective golden buzzer really should be what they do from now on. Because, well, for one thing, it would give me more content for me to talk about whenever I do these videos. But more importantly, like, some of the best, and this is actually something that Simon and Terry talked about when Simon did his, 15 best golden buzzers ever. And it gets to the Detroit Youth Choir that Terry Crews gave a golden buzzer to. Terry believes that if the golden buzzer isn't pressed, then there is something wrong in the world. And this is definitely an instance where I would have to agree with that. Because this group of women was absolutely phenomenal. And again, it really is sad that, people who are talented but obviously don't look the part never get their big break. And that's a shame. It really is. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. I can't tell you how many times I've been rejected because I didn't, quote unquote, look the part myself for whatever reason. I mean, let's be honest, rejection sucks. It does. Randy Feldface actually had a couple jokes about rejection in his special Randy writes a novel. I might actually watch that again. I've actually been watching a lot of Randy Feltface lately. I think he's become one of my all-time favorite comedians. And he's a purple puppet. He was actually on NBC's Bring the Funny. He didn't win, but hey, I got to see him. But, yeah. This was a good episode of AGT. No complaints anywhere. I think next week is when they're going to start doing the live shows. I think they are. I mean, from what I remember, this show runs up until like mid-September. I got to look it up again. But I think we should be coming up on the end of the auditions. We should be close. I don't know. Maybe I'll get back to you in like a week from now and such. So I hope you all liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really do my YouTube channel great. As always, I am very humble that I made this video. For all of you guys who are watching, enjoy for today. It will be a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend. I'll always have your back. Take care. Make good choices. 607 all day, baby.